here we go. I'm doing the jump. Oh, my brother just came on. Oh god. Oh, it's so awful.
And if you notice, you land in the target for the pull, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. I still hate it.
Yeah, it always makes me nervous a little bit too, because I'm not one that likes heights either, but I always thought that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Eventually, I plan on putting a third story up there, and I'm going to do the same thing with the diving board, so that way you wind up coming right through the middle of this diving board before you hit the pool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a serious acrophobic, and it's obviously it's not as bad in Minecraft, but it still does translate a little for me, and I hate being on the edge of stuff.
Yeah, I had to have that big skull painting there, so when you come up the steps from the basement, that's like one of the first things you see is this big skull painting.
Yeah, that would certainly be interesting for you if you were spending time in that room under the hot tub.
Yeah, with the sage.
Yeah, all that sage definitely makes for some extra entertainment.
Or is it oregano? I don't know.
I think the customary one is actually oregano, but
Yeah,
sage works. Thyme, whatever, rosemary,
sage
something.
smells a lot like that too, though.
Yeah,
Not that I would know, but you know.
yeah. If anyone from the CIA is listening, we wouldn't know
Gotta get bigger
anything
fish
about
to
that.
fry. This is an automatic cobblestone generator here that I built. This is actually one of the first things I built when I got here because I needed stone for my house, and I didn't realize they had tons of it anyway. But I'll demonstrate how it works. So when it's full like this, it's basically off, and to get it started again, you got to minus first row, otherwise it won't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, unless you're on like a large biomes server, there's always going to be lots of stone. I guess even then, you could still just dig down no matter what biome you're in. So yeah, never mind. There's never a
Yeah.
shortage of stone.
So basically, you push the button once you start it up, and that pushes these out again. And if you, I don't know if you can see, but down there's a row of pistons, and there's obviously it works just like a regular cobblestone generator. It pushes out a row, but it's got a whole row of pistons there. So when it hits the end, it activates a bud switch, which turns on those pistons and shoves it out.
Got it. I see. I
And
see the things going on there now.
yeah, I can actually dig this out, and you can see how it works. Oh, it's going to turn off again. So when it hits the end, it'll push it out, and then it'll keep going. So you can sit here and mine while it's running, and it takes a little while to catch up to it, you know.
Yeah. Still, it is cool. I would like to have an ice farm. That's for sure. Because
Yeah, I actually got that idea because I seen a video where somebody had an ice farm, and instead of doing like a little square like this, it was actually a cube.
yeah,
And I couldn't find the video to copy their wiring or whatever, so I just kind of came up with my own, and it works.
yeah. Because an ice farm is definitely a value. Because I mean, ice is easy to find, but you tend to wreck some scenery when you butcher up rivers, especially if it's only one deep, and then you kind of suck the water out by pulling off all the ice,
Yeah.
as I did.
Oh, and one of the other things I did when I first got here was because we're 3,000 blocks away from where old spawn used to be.
Yeah,
But one of the things we wanted new people to do is actually make it here on their own, you know, through the wilderness and stuff. And I actually did that and walked all the way out here. And one of the first things I made was a little gazebo here, so when new people come, they can set their spawn here, so that way they don't like die and wind up all the way back at the original spawn, you know.
yeah, yeah. If they like
But
fall off the diving board wrong or something stupid after walking 3,000 blocks.
yeah, but that kind of got strapped to heck when we built the Nether hub and moved the spawn because now
Yeah,
everybody just takes the Nether hub here and everybody knows how to get here, so it's no big deal.
yeah. Well, I mean, most servers, the starting village ends up being abandoned pretty much eventually.
Yeah. So what else is there
So
here?
when did you join? Anyway, how long have you been here?
Oh, geez, I don't know. I joined the same time as Jumbo Shrimp because I remember me and Jumbo Shrimp were making the journey over here at the same time because we basically both logged into the server right after got whitelisted, and it was like one right after the other.
Yeah,
And so I don't know. We've been here a good month or so, month and a half at least.
that's cool.
I'd
Yeah,
have to
because the
ask
server is
Randy.
still quite young as far as that goes, I think.
Yeah, I know it was shortly after the server actually started up because I think the guys that were here said that they'd basically just started this, and like the week before, if that, you know, because it hadn't been very old when I got here.
Yeah.
And basically, this whole end of town here was all desert yet.
Well, yeah, because most villages don't tend to be so huge, enormous. You guys have pretty much gone right to the point where the next step is urbanization.
Yeah, and this is where I was starting a mob grinder. I mean, there's really nothing to look at now, but I was kind of playing with ideas here at the base, and
Looks cool. Looks like,
what it's
runes.
yeah, well, it's gonna be a, it's gonna, I can't talk today.
Don't worry, I'll edit
It's
that out.
I basically am gonna do a skyscraper with it, so it looks like an office tower,
Yeah.
and all the mobs will fall down because the whole middle of the office tower will be mobs falling and stuff and
Got it.
grinding, and they'll fall on top of hoppers, and that's what'll kill them, you know, is the fall. And then their items will get sucked up by the hoppers. And the reason that this is all solid wall here is because I'm going to have it funnel into a sorting system, and then it'll automatically sort out the items. So whenever you need something, you can just run right in here, grab what you need, and walk right back out. And it's not going to be a big deal. It'll be pretty cool.
I get you.
And so I'm debating on whether or not to run where these lights are all the way up and just kind of add some variety instead of just a big square tower, you know?
Yeah. Skyscrapers are certainly something that there's a lot of stuff you can do with it.
Yeah. I'll probably fiddle around with it. It'll probably look different by the time you come back or whatever. When that's done, you want to look at it.
Yep. I'll definitely be come back around here. That's for sure. I might even build something here actually.
Yeah, there's room.
Yeah.
Just hoping I space this out right because I counted it out so that it should be enough room for a 3-wide road with like grass on each side in between here. And hopefully that's big enough, but I was going to make the main entrance for this kind of over here, so it kind of faces town more. And then there's more open area here to build like a little courtyard kind of thing.
Yep. Like a lobby even.
Yeah, so that was kind of like my plan. And you can see the back of KFC from here too. It's kind of funny because on this server we use Dynamap, and on the Dynamap you can actually see the red and white stripes from KFC, and it actually looks like a KFC. It's funny.
That's very enjoyable.
And then there's like a little bitty courtyard kind of thing with a fountain here, and it's not really in the center of town, but it's kind of working its way there since we're kind of all building out towards the desert.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about that is the grass looks funky. Like you can see next to the fountain here where the grass kind of gets greener, where it goes from desert to was it forest or whatever.
Well, then it just looks like a real life park. You know, most of them aren't perfectly maintained.
Yeah, it's definitely not perfectly maintained here because most of the people like left.
That lever really looks out of place on the bottom of that lamp.
Oh yeah, I
in
didn't
the
notice
fountain.
that.
Yeah.
I should change that. Put a block of redstone there. That would look better.
Yeah.
But that was before 1.5 too, so
yeah,
that's
of
how
course.
they did that.
Pretty much everything is at least outdated to some degree after 1.5. You know, there's so much just ways to do things and stuff.
Yeah. Let's see, what else is there? There's HQ, but there's really nothing in HQ. It's just basically a big storage room. There's an empty building here. I was going to build an item sorter, but then I wasn't sure what I wanted to sort and what to leave, so I left it. And we have, you didn't show this over here, if you follow me. There's a couple of villagers in here, and they were calling it, for a while they were calling it the bank until Johnny built his, and then he changed it to the trading hut where you can trade with a couple of villagers we got in there.
Oh yeah. It looks like one of those gaming huts on that you see in exhibitions.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. And there's an empty building here somebody could build in, but nobody's built in it yet. And I think it was somebody's building, but then they left the server right away because they were pissed off because they wouldn't get mod powers, so they basically bailed on the entire server, which is kind of funny.
What a douche.
And Mutton Chops, when he was here, he made the little silo for the farm there into a windmill, but I think his blades are a little small, so I may go out there and add some regular white wool to it to kind of extend the blades and add a little variety to it. Because I seen one like that was really kind of cool.
Yeah, because I mean, normally it would look fine, but the windmill is like, you know, it's
Yeah,
on
it
top of
looks
something
pretty.
huge, so it looks relatively small.
Looks like a fan blade on like a skyscraper or something. I don't
Yeah,
know. It looks pretty silly. But in this building here, we've got there's stairs going down to our subway system that goes back to where Spawn used to be. But all that's there now is Cage's house. And there's also a bridge out the corner door there that goes out to Mushroom Island, and that's one of the reasons I picked this village to start with, was because it was near Mushroom Island.
got it. Everybody wants to see those.
You want to go there?
Sure, we can go there.
You been there yet?
Nope, that's why I want to go.
Um, there's a user, Chinky Chan, on here that is building on Mushroom Island, and it's kind of cool. He's building all his houses and buildings are all mushroom buildings. And I don't know who did this, but at the end of the bridge here, there's a big flat spot that's all mushroom biome. And I don't know if they were planning on making a spawner or something here or
Oh
what,
yeah,
but
it just popped up for me. But yeah, this is a lot of mycelium and creepers.
yeah, I thought mobs wouldn't spawn on this stuff.
They might have changed it. Fire.
But this is Mushroom Island. And what I always do is I always stand here and then purl over there because I'm kind of lazy.
Makes sense to me. Good thing I brought pearls. Have you ever seen what you call it, Ender Golf?
No, I haven't.
It's just, basically you build a golf course with and you use yourself as the ball.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, I think it's a
So
good
yeah,
idea.
this is his place here. I don't want to give a tour of it because like I don't know what's all here. I've never actually talked to him online, but as you can see, he's got like big mushroom buildings, and it's actually
Yeah,
pretty cool, you know.
that's cool. I like it.
But yeah, that's his place. It's really kind of cool, you know.
Yeah.
But I think he's if I remember right, he's from a different country, so he's got a weirder schedule than the rest of us. Like he's on kind of like in the middle of the night for us.
Yeah, I've been on a couple times and I've seen him pop in and it was quite late. Let's do the subway. We're right here. Let's take a look.
Okay, you want to go down this way, or you want to take the water drop?
Water drop, eh?
Yeah, it's a lot
Uh,
faster.
where is it? Where are we going?
It's over here by the villager hut. I showed it to you before.
Oh, okay, that water drop. I see.
Yeah, it says express drop to subway.
Whoosh. A vine drop.
Yeah, that's the break at the end so you don't splatter
Yep.
all over. It
Yep.
works pretty good. I stole that idea from Johnny. But basically here I built this little subway station, and I stole it from a video again because I'm good at stealing things from videos. Props out to the guy who came up with this. It's really kind of cool. When you come back in your minecart, you hit the cactus, and then the hopper underneath the last set of rail there grabs your minecart and it runs it back into the system. And then if you want to go to, it goes to Cage's house and Woozle's house, and Woozle's house is not that far away, but basically you can see the rails on, and when you step on a pressure plate here, it turns the rail off, pops on a minecart, and then when you right click on the minecart to get in, it'll turn the rail back on and shoot you off.
Cool. Yeah, I've seen some pretty extensive subway systems on YouTube. This one's definitely cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you're coming or not.
Oh,
Doesn't come back.
yeah, I'm just gonna hang, cause if other people want tours, then I'll let them come on and do it.
Yeah, you can watch me hit the cactus at the end. That's kind of cool.
Oh crap! Oh, I just got it.
Did you? Lucked out.
Yeah.
So yeah,
so you don't have
that's
to
that.
fiddle with your own minecart and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, you don't ever have to like go digging for a minecart or anything. You just hop on there and away you go.
Yeah.
And you take a long walk back up, and it's still kind of not finished because some parts of the tunnel here are rough. But you know,
Yeah.
I'm just one guy; I can only do so much.
Yeah. I mean, you get tired of doing the tedious work, and you want to build something new. Hence, several unfinished projects. Just like everyone
Yeah.
that plays Minecraft ever.
I'm glad I'm not alone.
Yeah.
I haven't got an unfinished edition on my house, but I was gonna make that in kind of a storage room edition.
Yeah.
Um, did you want to go out to the mall that I started?
Sure. Let's check it out.
Okay. Didn't realize you were right behind me. This is basically going to be the what do you call them, atrium or whatever, where you come in.
Got it.
And I'll probably wind up putting a big glass dome over this
I
to
like
kind of make it look cool.
I like these water features with the hedges. That's cool.
Yeah, since this is all built in desert, it took me a little while to figure out which leaves would look best for hedges.
Right.
And come to find out, the spruce leaves actually look the greenest out in even in the desert. They don't lose their green like a lot of the other leaves do.
Yeah.
And so they look the best. So that's what I've been using here.
Really does look like a spruce color, you know. I mean, there's a lot of spruce trees out around where I live.
Yeah, you live in Canada, so yeah.
Yep. There's kind of trees all over.
Yeah, and then I put a lava feature in the middle instead of just water because you get so much water you need a little variety, so we put
Right.
lava there. And then Johnny came up with the idea of putting nether brick in the floor, and I thought that looked really nice, especially with the lava in the middle, because I wanted to do something like wood, but with the lava you can't really do that because it'll start on fire, you know?
Yeah. And a lot of malls do actually have like red tile floors and stuff, so it does actually look like a mall.
Yeah, and basically my plan is to expand it out, you know, on each of these corners here, like out that way I'll put, you know, another section of stores, and then out this way I'll put another section of stores, you know, but
Gotcha.
how many stores can you put in a server with 20 people is kind of
Yeah.
the thing I'm running into, you know. But anyway, this is the row of stores I got done, and I can always expand this, but I put like a little glass arch above here. And then Johnny started building a store here, and I've got that one kind of set up temporarily to build. And basically what I was going to do was put a automatic trading system in there where it's block for block kind of thing.
Yep. That's cool.
And then people can label them as their own stores or whatever. And I wanted to charge fees, but I don't know if I'll get away with that or not.
Yeah.
But I came up with this cool design for the floor I thought was kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
I said cool twice in the same sentence. Cool.
Well, it's too late. Can't take it back.
So anyway, that's the mall.
Yeah.
There's not really much to show, you know, because it's pretty barren right now. I got to see if I can con people in the server to coming over and using the mall for a trading system, you know, because I think that'd be kind of nice.
And then once they have their store set up, you can announce that you're charging a tariff.
Yeah, that was my idea. I even landscaped out here with some of that spruce leaves too.
Yeah, cool. I like it. Dead
This might
West
wind
Mall.
up being a long video. Dead West Mall. Yeah. So
Big ass smiley
one of the
face.
users. Yeah, the big smiley face I did because, you know, I'm kind of a little bit hippie-ish because I do have an old Volkswagen and whatnot, so I get a kick out of crap like that.
Yeah.
But one of our users, Ruddled here, he built this big harbor here. We don't have any boats here yet, but I think the plan was to eventually build like a big ship in here.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I
waiting
don't
for
know if
them
he's
to
gonna do that or
introduce
not.
like a boat that can be, you know, like driven by 4 people and stuff. You know, one with a sail on it. That would be cool.
That would be cool. And then, crap, I'm trying to remember who helped me with this. I'm sorry, I can't remember.
It's alright.
Me and another guy, I think it was Lost. I think, I'm not sure. So if it wasn't, or whoever, sorry, I forgot. But I came up with the idea of doing an archery range, and they just took the idea and ran with it. So I just kind of let them. I was feeling lazy that day, but basically how it works is if you hit the button at the end, if I can hit the button at the end,
Where do you stand?
you're supposed to stand behind the blue line, but I'm just standing here. Then the
Got it.
little thing pops up. The only problem is if you're using an infinity bow, you can't go collect your arrows to reset it.
Yeah. That's a thing. Well, I ruined that one.
But that's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yep. That's pretty sweet.
Because at the time, I was trying to get my wife to play, but 3D games like this give her headaches,
Yeah.
so she decided not to play. But I thought about making her an archery range, so that way she could practice with the archery and stuff, because she likes archery. But that never really panned out, so we got an archery range anyway.
Doesn't hurt to have. I'd just like to mention that I got 2 for 2 there. 2 arrows, 2 bullseyes.
Good job. I'm usually a lot better, but it's on camera, so I can't do shit.
Yeah.
Oh, and I swore you gotta edit that out too. Crap.
Oh, I swear all the time.
Ooh,
That's
and I
cool.
hear KFC is shooting eggs.
Yeah, it's firing away.
So it cycled, and now it's gonna shoot out chicks. And I don't know if you want to go wait. We can actually watch the chickens die.
What kind of weight distance are we talking about?
Oh, 5-10 minutes. Oh, probably only 5 at the most. I don't know. I never timed it, man. You put me on the spot. I don't know.
I don't know. So it's already cycled. So we missed that part again.
No, we didn't miss it. It waits
okay.
until it's done shooting the chickens before it cycles that. So if we go
Okay.
underneath, you can still see the chickens are there, and then when it's done shooting eggs, it'll kill them. So
I sometimes like stop moving or just start moving around in circles while I'm talking, but yeah, it's usually unfortunately it's usually something that's necessary, so I have to keep it in even though I'm just like running around in a circle.
the best viewing spot is kind of back here because otherwise the elevator redstone stuff is annoying.
How many chickens do you think are right there?
If I had to guess, I'd say 20 or so. Between 20 and 30.
Looks
I
like
think
some
usually
sort
it
of
gets.
terrible chicken hydra with all its heads.
Yeah, chickens tend to do that when they're confined to one block. They all kind of like group in the corners and like make like this like blur circle of chickens kind of thing when you get a bunch of them. It's
Their
funny.
faces all fan out. All right, Sanders, show us how you bake them up.
Just like that.
Bam.
And as you see, like chickens tend to fly out. But then if you're around at the time, you just run around and collect them real quick.
Yeah.
And if you're not, that's the whole point of automating it, right?
Yeah. Well, that was exciting.
Yeah, so that's basically the chicken thingy. Chicken. The under workings of KFC.
Now you know what's under every store that you go to, folks.
Yeah. It was a learning experience. I learned a lot, but now that it's on video, I can tear it down.
Yep. Now you've got good record of it.
Tear it down and build something a lot more efficient. The designs I've seen all are kind of basically the same, where it's got the killing areas is just like I've got my killing area set up, but then it's got a dispenser that shoots eggs straight down into it, and then above that is a set of chickens that just lay eggs on top of a hopper, so the hopper will grab the eggs and throw it right into the dispenser.
Right.
And it just continuously runs like that. And then it's got a daylight sensor, so once a day it kills all the adult chickens in there, and the little chickens are small enough that they're stuck in that half slab there so they don't burn up with the lava.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's really pretty slick, so I'll probably make one of them, but I don't know whether or not I'll copy somebody else's design or basically come up with my own again.
Daylight sensor's definitely handy.
Yeah, I got, in my addition, I was testing out ideas for automatic pumpkin farms, and I've got one that's hooked up to a daylight sensor and one that's hooked up to a, basically uses the pumpkin as part of the redstone that activates the piston that smashes the pumpkin.
Yeah.
So I was trying to see which one's more efficient, and so far it seems like they're about dead even.
I've seen an awesome use of daylight on the Minecraft server. What's his name? Baj, the British guy. He's got a pretty big stone building, and all the windows are filled with lava at night. But when the sun comes up, it all reverts to water in every window. It's pretty awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah. And I'm like, wow, I'm not gonna be able to do that, but I like it. Yeah. Alright, so this has been the server village. Like we said, not too many people live here anymore, but it's still being developed, mostly by this guy, Aushiteru. He's making it all happen. So, as always, appreciate everybody, watching. Thanks again. I'm sure I haven't given credit to some people. We probably ran past some people's stuff that looks cool that their names haven't been mentioned, possibly. I apologize to those people. We don't want to leave anybody out. But yeah, it all looks awesome, and I might even build something out here. But thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next time. You want to say bye, Aush?
You gotta look at me first. I'll say, alright, here's the Colonel eating chicken. See you later.
Awesome.